What is going on, lads? My name is AJ3FIFA and welcome to another squad builder that I'm bringing you, and this time it is going to be an all-French team. Now this squad builder has come about because you may have seen about a week or two ago I did a pack opening and pulled a Benzema. So what I did, instead of just selling them on, I went and bought some players to put in a team around them. So that is the reason that this squad is in 4-3-2-1, because that is the formation that I got Benzema in. So we're just going to start off and put Benzema in, and we're going to work our way from around Benzema. So there he is, putting him in there. I think he's worth about 60k now, probably on the PS3, so it was a pretty decent pull in the pack, and we are just going to work our team around him from there. There may be a couple of players missing that you're like, why haven't you put them in the team? They're really good, and it's likely that they were in another squad builder that I did, so I'll leave the links to the other squad builders that I've done in the description, so you can go and check out the players there. And I just wanted to try someone a little bit different and get something a bit different on the go. Try some new players rather than using the same players over and over again. So let's put in the right forward, and it is Biabiani. I think that's how you say his name. He's got quite a funny little name, but he is an absolute beast for Ultimate Team anyway, because he's so fast, and everyone knows that Ultimate Team is just all pace and all sweat. He's got pretty good dribbling at 81, and his shooting's not too bad considering it is rated 69 GG. So with his massive pace of 96, he just runs past everyone. You'll see some of the goals that are put in at the end. It's literally just him legging it straight down the right hand side. He just runs past absolutely everyone. The other link up that we've got with Benzema, they're all just going to be mostly orange ones because they're all just French, is this random Munier guy. Non-rare, cost me about 600 coins, 800 coins. He's actually really good. Again, he's pretty quick, and then he's just got 70s across the board in the rest of them, so he's a pretty good player. What foot is he? I think he's left-footed, which is kind of annoying having him on the left-hand side. You want to be able to cut in and put them shots into the far corner with his right foot. I think it's the same with Biabiani as well. Yeah, good when you're doing it. If you do the swap wings thing, I can't remember which buttons it is. It's probably down and then whichever one corresponds to it, but do that and it'll sort them out and they'll swap sides and you can cut in and have some shots. So in the first centre mid, we are going to put Diaby. Now, we've got them in a certain order. I'm going to stick them all in just because we have got Mvilla in the middle, just because he's got the best defending. And then we've got Sissoko and Diaby, who are very good all-round players next to him. You can see they've got 70s at least in everything. Diaby's got slightly better dribbling and Sissoko's got slightly better pace. But just in general, they're both very solid. They're just good at everything, really, and you just can't fault them. So in the middle, we've got Mvilla. We've picked him up because he's got the 81 defending, so we've sat him in the middle, plonked him there, and hopefully he'll give us a little bit of protection for the centre-backs and just hold the midfield and anchor it to the defence. So moving on to the first defender. At left-back, we've got the pace demon, 89 pace, 77 defending, pretty terrible heading at 68, but we don't need that from a left-back. We just sprint round, cover the centre-backs, scoop it around the back, sweep up the mess, and then attack, very high attacking work rate down the left-hand side, bombing it past the centre-mids. So he's a very good player. And we've put next to him Yunus Kabul. Now, again, absolute tank. 77 pace for a centre-back is very good. He's got 80 defending and 83 heading. He's quite tall, if I remember, 6'3", so he wins all of the headers at the back. And so does the guy who we are sitting him next to, which is Koscielny. You'll see there we've got a couple of other French centre-backs, notably Distan, and that's because I've got an Everton team squad builder coming up. Being an Everton fan, I'm going to throw that out there, and it's actually really good too. But so far, this is probably the most solid team I've used up front anyway. The Everton one's probably the most solid in general. Maybe I'm just saying that because I'm an Everton fan, but you really can't beat this attack. And the defence is really solid too, but just having Benzema up there is by far one of the best players that I've used on Ultimate Teams so far this year. Next up, we have got Sanya. Again, we've got an all Premier League defence so far. Sanya is probably one of the best right backs in the Prem. People would argue Kyle Walker just because of his pace, but I like Sanya because he's got decent defending and decent heading, which Walker doesn't really have. Finally, rounding off the team, we have got ourselves in form Ruffier. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's probably some strange French accent, but He is a very, very solid goalkeeper. I've never really used informed goalkeepers, so I thought I'd try him out just because most of the French goalkeepers are about the same level. So I thought I'd throw an inform in there and give him a try because he was a little bit higher in the stats. And he's actually very, very good. I paid about 20k for him though. Oh, I only paid 14k. Whether he's worth it is arguable, but if you have got the coins that you don't mind splashing out an extra 10k instead of getting Mandanda or whatever the guy's called, one of the other French goalkeepers. There's quite a lot of good French goalkeepers. Lloris is still probably the best, but he's like 60k. So this guy probably comes in second, maybe third, and it's just nice to have a little inform in the team. So that's the team, and now we're going to go into some goals. I'm going to talk about the players in a little bit more detail and who I think that you should pick up even if you're not building a French team, and try and slot them into your teams. So, the player that I most enjoyed or thought was the best player is obviously going to be Benzema. He's very, very good with his high shooting and pace, and he's just got everything about him. He's a really, really solid player. He can even score the headers, and his dribbling is very good. His dribbling feels a little bit clunky to me. Like, he's more of a shuffle side-to-side player than intricate little dribbles, but I can work around that, and when you do the trigger dribble and then release L2 so he powers past people, it is very, very effective. And then just press circle and it'll rocket into the back of the net with his power, and finishing is just absolutely insane. He's just one of the best strikers that I've used. Him and Kevin Morales are probably my favourite, but they're very different types of players and I think they'd partner together very well. So if someone could hybrid the pair of them together, especially with this defence, which is a very, very solid defence, being all BPL, and you could probably throw Ben Arthur in there as well, maybe you could get quite a decent little team. There's quite a few French players in the league, actually. Cabaye as well, which I used in another squad builder. But I have to say, Diaby is probably my favourite centre mid out of this team. He's one of the lowest rated players in the team. He's the second lowest, with Sissoko being the lowest. 76, non-rare. He's got 70s across the board in absolutely everything. His dribbling is very, very, very good at 82. His pace is very good at 79. He's just really all round, can do absolutely everything. He's the perfect centre mid in my opinion, and I absolutely love him. I've talked about the goalie a little bit before, and I've said it's debatable whether he's worth the money, but it is nice to have a little inform in your team. So if you want to go and pick one up, he's not going to let you down. He's not a dodgy goalkeeper or anything like that. He's really, really solid. And apart from that, it's just a very, very enjoyable team. Most of the team is very cheap. Like, all of them, apart from the goalkeeper and Benzema up front, most of them only cost a couple of grand. Clichy and Sagna are probably also exceptions. Sagna only cost about 6k though. Clichy is quite expensive just because of his pace and being one of the best left backs in the Prem. He is 18k, but apart from that, they only cost a couple of grand, even hundreds of coins. Like, Diaby and Sissoko cost me 350 coins each, and Munier cost me 800 coins, and you can just pick them all up so cheap. Koscielny was 1k and Kabul was 2k, so it's a very, very solid team that if you haven't really got anyone else to use, you just go and pick these guys up and you will win games with them. I think I played about 10 games with them. I haven't got all the clips recorded here, so might have to get a couple of extra goals to throw in now that I've been rattling on for a while. But I did just win Division 1 straight off, just 7 wins, there we go. That was what I did with them, so they're a very, very powerful team, and I absolutely love them. So if you would like this team, go out and pick it up. It won't cost you too much money. You will win some games. If you have enjoyed it, drop this video a like, subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching, lads, and I will see you next time.